Adrian was up way too late. Man, I was trying to get him to go to sleep. He just wouldn't. He took a very, very late nap. I mean, I think they said he went to bed at, oh, not to bed, took a nap at 4 p.m. I'm like, why'd you let him take a nap at 4 p.m.? I mean, come on. And then he woke up at 5:30 when I got home. So it means not only did he take a very late nap, he took an hour and a half nap. Not good. Got an actually dirty t-shirt on, got toothpaste all over it because when I brushed Adrian's teeth, he just didn't want me to brush them because he knows when he brushes his teeth, it's bedtime. So he was spitting it out and got all over me, and I actually had a different t-shirt on and he spilled something on me. I actually had my work shirt on, he spilled something on me. Oh, the joys of parenthood. But anyways, I put a gate at the top of our stairs. This way, if my wife brings him up here, it's like when she washes clothes or something, she can let him run around up here and not have to worry about him falling down the stairs, which is good. The banisters are really close together so that he can't stick his head through them, or he can't actually fall through them. Let's see, what else is going on? Tomorrow I'm in a big training session, so that's going to be very, very fun. My brain's going completely blank. I mean, I know that normally happens, but I'm not sure why I'm surprised. But yeah, with Adrian, he doesn't want to take naps, but certain days he will. And if you let him take a nap really late, it's just going to be torture. And this is the way with any parents. You want to get him on a schedule. Well, Adrian doesn't want to take a nap at like noon. So it's kind of like, all right, well, we'll let him stay awake and he'll go to bed at 8, which is normally what time he goes to bed. Problem is that with the grandparents, they're like, oh, we can't get him to take a nap. And it's like, oh, at 4:30, at 4 o'clock, it's like, oh, he laid down, just fell asleep. You don't let him lay down, fall asleep. That's how you do it. But anyways, all right. Playing Breath of the Wild. I'm changing topics now, if you can't tell. Playing the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And some of these trials are getting pretty difficult. I'm like, I spent probably 20 minutes or 30 minutes on one just trying to figure it out. It's like, I just don't understand what I need to be doing. So I finally figured it out and got through it. Basically, it's the one where you have this like thing that you can scoop these balls up in. And the first one you just dump into this container thing and it opens this gate. The second one, you take one of the ball. The container thing has a gate on top of it. So you just scoop on the balls, put on top of the gate, put that pan thing or over this pressure plate and let it drop into the water. Hit it. It opens the gate, the ball falls in, and then the pool drains, and you can go complete it. It took me friggin' forever to figure out how to do it, because I didn't realize that was a pressure plate. I was trying to use time freeze and everything on it, but no, it just didn't work. But finally figured it out. The game is really good. I really like it. Oh, man. So if you haven't played it, I highly recommend it. I know I've said it before, but it is worth it. Something. I got this mug quite some time ago. I was actually looking at it. I was actually going to talk about it. And I'm going to drop my cell phone if I don't watch myself. Yes, I have a toilet mug. It's great to drink coffee out of. Well, I thought it'd be great to drink coffee out of. Right now I have a bunch of Halloween stuff in it. Like these are the gooey eyeballs. You can get like bulk ones, so I got a bunch of those. And it's got a bunch of Halloween erasers and dice in it. Okay, well, uh, let's just pull it all out right here. There we are. And the bottom of this has something in it, huh? I must have spilled something in it by accident. But there's these. The glazing on this was done very, 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 very poorly. And I was like, oh, I want to drink coffee out of it. I made a cup of coffee and drank it, and I looked. Why is this? There's something loose inside of it. Huh. I don't know if you can hear it anymore, but well, must have got lodged or something. But when I got done, I was like, wow, there's actually like little holes in the glazing. That teed me up because basically you can't wash it or anything. It's just basically bacteria is just going to breed in it. So I was like, that sucks so much. There's actually little cracks all the way through it now. I used this thing one time. One freaking time. And now it's just all foobarred. Sucks. Well, hopefully it won't break with just dice and stuff in it. Oh, that's my Roller City Rampage. Something that board game was. Impact City Roller Derby. Yeah, I bought that on Kickstarter a while back, and they had some special dice that come with it, or custom die, whatever you call it. But yeah, things like that kind of teed me off. I was like, oh, I'll just put candy in it. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. I made coffee in it, so it's going to have some issues with it always. So I'll basically use it for stuff like this, like these slimy, gooey eyeballs. I like stuff like this. They're really sticky. Like butter's like, ooh, how sticky. I can't do a good Butter's impression. But I think he's saying, yep. But yeah, during Halloween, during the clearance sales that everybody has, I generally buy things like this. Like I think I got these at Target. They had normally these are like $2 or something, and they had them like, I don't know, I think I paid 33 cents for like all of these, and I was like, yeah, that'd be pretty good. I will actually make a few things out of those. So far, I haven't used any of them. Yeah, this thing's falling apart. It's actually worse than I thought. Oh, man. But, then maybe that's what you get when you buy like a cheap mug off Amazon. Like, I could have sent it back, and I was like, I just didn't feel like, it was, I think, $5, and the hassle for actually going through, packing it back up, printing out the label, and taking it to UPS or wherever. I was just like, forget it. I'll just use it as a, there's that stupid splinter. Okay, when I put the gate up, one of the screws got stripped out, and I have these things you can remove stripped screws with. So I used that, and it makes these shavings, little metal shavings. And I got a metal splinter. Those hurt. And I was like, I could not find it. And I just did. So that means I have to go downstairs, get a needle, and pull that MFR out. Because that hurt. Well, actually, doesn't hurt. It itches like a... I hate it. But anyways, sorry. Got a little carried away there. Right now, one of the things I'm doing is going back, pulling out all my old handhelds. Because what I need to do is start going through a lot of my old consoles and stuff. I think I'm going to start my handhelds because I know I have some that have issues. And start looking at what needs new capacitors and stuff like that. I know my Game Gears do. I have 3 of those. Basically, I picked up at yard sales and like Goodwill, and the one I actually really originally had. So I'm going to try to go through those, see which ones work, which ones don't, which ones need new capacitors, which ones can be fixed because maybe the capacitor leaked and destroyed the traces. So I need to do mainly the Game Gears. I think is the first one I need to do. I've got a Gamecom. I don't think that one really has much of an issue with it. Had Atari Lynx. I'm not sure if it has issues with that. I have to look again. I have to look at documentation to see if which ones have them, which ones don't. Because I got the second model, the smaller one. I don't have the big giant one, which I'd like to have that too. See, I need to start doing more because my collection's starting to get older, and I'm actually looking behind my camera because I got a bunch of stuff sitting back there. I need to really go through a lot of it, like the consoles, and make sure everything's still working. Because some of these things I haven't played in a number of years. Like I haven't played. I have two Game Cubes. One's up here and one's downstairs. The one downstairs I played like a week ago. The one here, I don't think I've played in 3-4 years. But I need to go through it. I need to check out all of them, make sure they still work. When you're collecting, there's always something to do. Oh, made me think. Actually, on Craigslist, somebody had these two games really cheap. I was like, hey. And I was going to get like these two arcade games for $350. One of them I really liked. The other one I was like, it's a good game. I played it when I was a kid, but I didn't play it a lot because it's kind of not every place had it. Xenophobe and Black Tiger were the name of the games, and contacted the guy. He was like, "Oh, sorry." He was like, "No, he said." A guy was supposed to come pick him up last night, but he didn't. He stood me up. So if you want them, you can have them. And then before I had enough time to reply to him, he's like, "I'm sorry." The guy contacted me back, said he'd come tonight to get them. And then he said, but he stood me up. I'm kind of worried he's not going to show up. So, if you want them, I'll sell them to you. Basically, me and the other guy, I asked for a little bit I offered a little bit less than the other guy did. But he said, but if you'll want them, you can have them. But then I was like, wait a minute, are you in this one place that's about 30 minutes away from me? Or are you in this place that's like 2.5 hours from me? Because it's the name of the same county and everything. And Craigslist had messed up. He's like, no, I'm in blah, basically the one that's 2.5 hours away. I was like, great. I was like, yeah, I can't offer the 400, but I said I could if I'd get it for 350. And then he was like, what was it? He said the guy was. Oh, then he said, well, if you can come get them this weekend, and I don't have to touch them, you can have them. And I was like, okay. I was like, let me make sure I can get some people together to come and get them, because I had no idea if anybody could actually come with me. Then basically it was the other guys coming that weekend. It's just like, and I basically said, forget it. It's just too much back. I was like, I don't know if this guy's trying to cheat me. I don't know what's going on. Is he trying to play me against the other guy? I was just like, forget it. Hope the guy stops standing you up and you can sell the games. And things like that just drive me crazy. Between the guys that post a game for a certain price, and I contact them about it, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, we already have somebody else for it. If you want to offer a little more," I'm like, somebody's already got the offer for you. And you're probably going to take it. So sell it to the guy. And what's going on is they're putting a game like Pac-Man up for $200, and they're letting all the people come in. Like basically, at $200, a lot of people's going to jump on that. And they go, oh, sorry, we have another person offering $300. Oh, we have somebody offering $400. And what they're doing is they're playing all these people against each other, trying to get as much money as they can. I don't blame them for that, but don't be a jerk and say, oh, well, we put it up for 300, but we have it off. We have somebody offering 300. If you'd like to pay 400, we'll sell it to you. And then they come back, well, the other guy offered 500, and so I've got to the point, just like if they don't want to, and most of the time they want more than what the game's worth. So I've almost started a standing point where I just offer 50%. Well, actually, some of the times there's this guy selling a red tent. I offered him a fourth of what he was asking for. He was asking for 2,000, and I offered him 500. I mean, because there's those issues with it. It wasn't a perfectly running game. And I was just like, the amount of money I'd have to spend to get it up working was a little too, I mean, not knowing exactly what the problems were, I'd be taking a pretty big risk. But anyways, yeah, Craigslist is one of those things that if you can find it and it seems too good to be true, it probably is. But anyways, I've had a very tiring day. Hope you had a good day. But if not, get a good night's sleep, because that's what I'm going to go do right now. Well, actually, I've got to do a video. I got to do some video editing, and then I'm going to get a night's sleep. But talk to everybody tomorrow.